So in the first year, 2019, we made a little over 100,000. 2020, at the end of the year, we made a little over 700,000.
And I see 2021, you guys finally made over $1 million. Do you think it was because of COVID? Do you think it was because of your marketing?
Hey everybody, this is Alexis.
This is Juan.
We're the Villegas brothers from Los Angeles. And in today's video, we're gonna show you how we built a $1 million company with receipts to show it.
So for people that don't know, what do you guys do?
In a sense, we sell DIY kits dealing with film. So for example, we sell PPF kits, window tint kits, and decals too. Decals is a big portion of our business too.
When did you guys start this business?
We started it in 2019, so we have roughly 3 years in business. So in the first year, 2019, we made a little over 100,000. We started from a small office. It was roughly, I would say, like 100 square feet. So it was a pretty small space.
What was the biggest struggle that first year, Juan?
So the biggest struggle the first year, I would say, is learning how to do the images, how to do the listings on Amazon and eBay, learning how to do all about that. Learning how to stay compliant with Amazon, because I know Amazon is very strict. And then the hard lessons of, not doing trademarks, not doing things that are copyrighted. So that the learning curve was definitely the biggest struggle in the first year.
Hey, that first year, is that when you got in trouble with Amazon?
Yeah, that was when we got in trouble. We got I think trademark or copyright claim. Yeah. And so they told us that if this keeps happening, then they're eventually gonna suspend us. That first year, we started selling on eBay and Amazon. And so those really were the only two channels that we were selling from.
2020, at the end of the year, we made a little over 700,000.
Why such a huge jump? Like, what did you do different? What happened in your business?
One of the things we started doing is we started with small stickers, decals, but later on we jumped onto making bigger decals. I know we started doing a lot of American flags in the US. That's where we're located. So a lot of people, they want to be patriotic, so we started doing a lot of American flag decals. After that, we also started offering headlight and taillight tints. So that's one of the things. And then I think by that time we already had 1 or 2, 3 workers. So definitely we were able to create a lot more products. A lot of them were just trial and error. We were just listing a lot. And then as soon as we found kind of like a category that we saw was doing good, we just jumped on it and started doing more of that.
We did our research to see whether there was a market for it and whether it would sell.
So 2020, $700,000.
Yes.
Is that when you got a warehouse, or were you still working in that small office?
No, from that small office, we had already jumped, I believe 2 different warehouses. So we got a warehouse in HP, which is Huntington Park. It was roughly like 1,000 square feet, so it was a little bigger. And then that allowed us to be able to buy more product if we needed to, buy more machinery. We have enough space for our workers, so definitely we had already jumped 2 warehouses. And by that time, we were already in this warehouse.
Is this where you guys are gonna stay, or do you think you're gonna outgrow it?
That's a good question. I know our lease is up in October of 2023, so that's definitely something we had to figure out, because I know recently warehouses have gone up in price, so it's kind of like deciding if we want to stay here, find a better location. Just we have to see what makes the most sense.
And I see 2021, you guys finally made over $1 million. Do you think it was because of COVID? Do you think it was because of your marketing? What would you say?
I think definitely a good portion of that was because of COVID. So when COVID happened, a lot of people started getting unemployment checks. And so people couldn't really go outside, and they were getting money, a lot of money. And so I think that people were just bored and just looking online what to purchase. And so we benefited from that, because from 1 month to the other, the business basically doubled.
Now I see in 2022, it went down a bit. That's where we're at right now. I mean, we still got the holidays.
Yeah.
But because things are going down, what's the game plan?
We predicted to end up probably around the same year. Around the same revenue. Mm-hmm. But for this year, for sure, there's a lot of things that we didn't do the last few years that we're starting to do. Like focusing on the business rather than working in the business. What I mean by that is, for example, we're starting to do a lot of email marketing, ads, search engine optimization, creating better images, creating better products. So not just the material, but also including everything that the customer needs to install our products on their vehicles.
So you guys have a lot of experience with entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
This isn't your first business.
No.
What do you think is a mindset someone needs to make $1 million?
You definitely have to be patient. Definitely, and another one will be to always grow yourself. And what I mean by that is learning new skills, reading books, books that'll definitely benefit you, not just random books, but definitely being patient, growing yourself, and learning a skill, something that you're good at. You've probably done it already, but something that you're good at, and keep doing it.
What's the goal with the business?
Definitely, I think growth of the business is important because I know we got employees, and down the line, ideally, like one of our goals is to have them build careers here at Boertech Designs. So from what they're making more money. So definitely growth on that end, and then also growth on our personal end, because I know we retired our mom, but I know my dad is still working. I know like our partners are still working. So ultimately down the line, giving them the option to retire or not. And so we're not at that stage at the moment, but definitely we know that with the growth of the business, we could provide that for our employees and also for our own family and the people we care for.
All right, guys, and that's how we grew our business to $1 million.
If you want to follow us on our journey, make sure to subscribe.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, link in the description. I'm Alexis.
I'm Juan.
We're the Villegas brothers, and we'll see you on the next one.